If you're looking for inspiration to build your man cave and house all your collectibles, well, today you are in for a real treat. Today you're gonna see the amazing looking man cave by Mr. Gaha out in Japan, and a very big thank you to him for providing us with all the high resolution photos that you're seeing here in this video. First thing first, before we go through in detail about what he has in his man cave, I would like to say I really dig the wood veneer finishing of his entire man cave. Not only does it give it a very warm vibe, but it also helps to pop the colors of all the collectibles that you can see that's on display in his man cave. The first thing that you see when you enter his man cave on the left is his very nice cozy Gunpla Workstation. This is the place where he builds all his plow kits and also houses all of his plow kits on display. What I love about the way he displays his Gunpla and also Gundam Metal Build kits are they all seem to have their own space to breathe and also all their own dedicated sections to display their weapons and all the display stands to showcase all the different poses and articulation as well. It looks amazingly neat because this is something that I think a lot of Gunpla builders and also collectors like myself made a mistake, because we usually try to cram everything, too many pieces of mobile suits into one singular space. But wherein how Mr. Gaha displays his kits, well, everything has their own space to breathe and there's very nice clearance and space in between each model kit. I also like how he displays his paints and all his modeling tools as well. And as you can see, those display racks that he used to house his paint jobs, you can actually get those paint cans from the stands to house those paint cans from Daiso itself. And also the way he displays the shelves in between each is very impressive looking indeed. Moving on to the next section of his man cave, that is where he houses his very nice looking iMac, because that is very space saving indeed, and all his amazing looking Kamen Rider belt and also Kamen Rider SHF all in one single wall. It looks so neat. I am amazed by how he displays his entire collection. Obviously, he has quite a lot of nice premium Bandai figures as well, but then again, it is not just what he has, but how he actually displays it. So that is actually a very nice wall of Kamen Rider collectibles, and us being Kamen Rider fans ourselves, we were really blown away by how he displays all of his stuff. One thing you will note that how he raises up the displays for all the things at the back, you can actually get those stands at Daiso as well. So I do see quite a lot of Daiso stand, if I'm not mistaken, from his particular man cave. And also the amount of collectibles, SHF in his man cave, everything is displayed in its own different section of the series itself. That is really quite an impressive looking display stands of all the name of the series and also the figure in its own. But if you look on the left, wow, I was blown away by how many Kamen Rider complete selection modification belt he has as well. I would never thought to actually display the boxes the same way Mr. Gaha has actually done here, as you can see here. Even though he has put dedicated space and slots for the belts such as the Amazon series and the Kabuto series as well, but he also has space to actually put up the boxes to showcase the amazing box art from the CSM series as well. So quite a lot of stuff going on. You can pause this video at any time to really dig deep into it. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I love how he displays all the boxes, because when I first saw the pictures on the internet, I actually thought this was a hobby shop, but apparently, wow, it is an amazing looking man cave by a collector out in Japan. So again, love how he displays everything by his series. And last but not least is where he also has his very impressive looking Ultraman and Dragonball lumped in together into the same man cave selection. So while we can say that the man cave section is not very big, but I'm actually quite impressed by how Mr. Gaha has managed to really put everything in a very tidy organizational view of every single section of collectibles on its own. And I think that's been always my biggest challenge, is to how to actually display everything neatly, given that we have such limited space, and how do you display every single collectible to give it its own dedicated space to showcase what you really treasure out in your collection. Perhaps one day if we go to Japan, we would love to visit Mr. Gaha-san's awesome looking man cave and do actually ask him what would be his most prized section or item in his particular man cave. Because if you look at this picture, this seems to be quite a big house, but the man cave itself does not take up too much of a space to showcase his collectibles, but at the same time it is able to house also a Gunpla studio in itself. The only thing that I'm not seeing here on display, but I know it is in his collection, is the SIC Kamen Rider series. So I think that is the only thing that's missing, and I'm also very impressed by how Mr. Gaha-san managed to keep his collectibles all in such a tidy and also clean shelf. I'm not sure why, but I'm not seeing any dust at all, so I would assume that Mr. Gaha-san spent probably quite a lot of time cleaning and tidying up his collectibles, or I could be wrong, right? But all in all, the way the man cave is nestled in between the house, it looks quite nice, because if you want to go up to the top floor, you will have to pass by this very cool looking man cave, and this is an inspiration for all of us who collect Dragon Ball, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and of course Gunpla and Metal Build Gundam. A very big thank you again to Mr. Gaha-san for providing me with all the high resolution pictures. I actually had quite a lot of enjoyable time looking through all the pictures in detail, scrummaging through his collectibles and seeing what he has in the collection and also his backlog. So if you'd like to see more of Mr. Gaha-san's adventure, well, I'll put a link down to his Twitter profile, so do follow him on Twitter. But color me impressed, this is really one impressive looking man cave, and we will be very impressed and also be taking some inspiration and cues from here to build our own man cave as well. Let me know what you guys think of Mr. Gaha-san's man cave and his collection, obviously. And if you're new to our channel, hey, do give us a like, and for those of you who are new to our channel, I'll see you guys down in the comment section below. Till then, thank you guys for watching.